Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, my friends of Japanese art prints. I'm Dieter Manschura, and I'm the owner of the Artelino company. What does the Artelino company? We sell Japanese prints in weekly online auctions, and to promote our sales, just for that, we produce these videos always somehow related to Japanese prints. In today's video, I want to show you 4 wonderful masterworks, real masterworks, my friends, by one of my favorite artists, Yuji Hiratsuka. I repeat the name, Yuji Hiratsuka, one of the artists of my heart. And now I have to confess something. About 15 years ago, 20 years ago, I met a German art dealer. He was a nice guy, and he was very knowledgeable in how to sell art best. And he said, Dieter, when you deal in art, well, then separate your personal taste completely from your art business. And he was absolutely right, yeah. But I can't do it. At least I cannot hold back my personal taste. I can't do it. At least I can hold back what I don't like. Yeah, so I won't tell you, okay? But Yuji Hiratsuka, one of my favorite artists. Okay, and now, who is Yuji Hiratsuka? Normally you should know that, of course, but in case you should not, you have me. Yuji Hiratsuka was born in Japan, and in 1985 he moved to the US, and he became a professor. He works as a professor for printmaking at the Oregon State University in Portland. And he makes prints, these wonderful prints. Wait a moment, I'm going to show them immediately afterwards. And well, his technique is not woodblock prints, my friends. It's a kind of chine-colle mixed with etching. It's something that Yuji kind of developed himself. And let me show Yuji at work. No, that was the wrong click. Okay, here we are. And so that you can see that now, I have to get out of the way. Can you see it? Oh, my friends, you can see it. And you see him in his printmaking studio. I think it's at the University of Oregon, and kind of a printing machine. And you see, it's not just the genius of an artist, yeah? And it's just not sitting there on a table and making lovely drawings or anything. It's hard work, and you can even become dirty. Well, he's wearing gloves, my friends, yeah? And that looks really like hard and tough work. Now let's go back to, yeah, okay. Here 2 of the 4 artworks I want to show to you. What's else is important about Yuji Hiratsuka? He is an internationally renowned artist. And in case you should not believe me, I know you don't trust me, at least not all of the time. I now list the museums that hold artworks by Yuji Hiratsuka in their collections. Well, the British Museum, the Tokyo Central Museum, the Cincinnati Art Museum, the Cleveland Art Museum, the Portland Art Museum. This is where he works as a professor. New York Public Library and the Library of Congress and the Smithsonian's Museum of Asian Art in Washington, D.C. And I could now continue that for half an hour, my friend. But, well, then you might click on the cancel button, and I don't want that. Don't go away, okay? Next, I'm starting to explain now 3 of these wonderful 4 master works. Let's switch to the first one. Okay, and I think I have to move a little bit so that you can see. Well, can you see, my friends? Yeah, you can. Wonderful. Okay, that is the first one, and the title is Choki. Choki. I've thought, hey, must be a Japanese word. I don't speak Japanese, but I'm married to a Japanese woman, to Yori, and I asked her, hey, Yori, what is choki? But it isn't a Japanese word. But we finally found out what it might be. A choke in the English language is a tight necklace. And we think that choki is just a kind of malapropism of choke. And you see, well, lady, with a ribbon tied and connected with a tulip, lovely tulip in red, and therefore probably choki. And this is so typical for the art of Yuji Hiratsuka. Yuji Hiratsuka's art is witty, is sophisticated, also sometimes enigmatic, and it's a mixture of old ukiyo-e and modern Western art. And in this way, Yuji's art reflects precisely the situation of Japan since the 1950s. Well, this mixture of Western civilization and old Japanese traditions. Next print, let's see what we have. Okay, well, interesting too. Woman shown from behind. Oh, by the way, she has a tattoo here, my God. Showing the necklace, her neck, and she's holding a hand mirror. In case you're very familiar with Japanese prints, you may remember this kind of subject, this kind of design. It's actually an old favorite subject from old ukiyo-e and also from the Shinhanga art movement from the first half of the 20th century, showing a woman in this position with a hand mirror. For instance, Utamaro has such designs, also Kunisada, and from the Shinhanga art movement, I remember Goyo Hashiguchi, Tatsumi Shimura, or Insho Domoto, and something else. Also interesting, the neck of a woman for Japanese women, this is an erotic part, and therefore, well, this subject with this unusual angle. All right, that was the number 2, my friends. Now let's see the number 3. Yeah, we have this one in the current auction, by the way. And look at it. I mean, it's beautiful. And why do we consider it as beautiful? Why do we feel something as beautiful or at odd when we look at it? There is a lot of factors, but 2 factors are very decisive. And this is about balance. And one is the balance of the composition, the balance of the shape. And the other one is the balance of colors. And now look at these colors. Here, the dark red, the dark blue, the dark white, and this combination here with these pale yellow and green colors. This must all fit together. If one of these colors was off, and in our emotional feeling we would not regard it as harmonious, it would not have the same effect. Well, so much about these 4 masterworks. I showed you only 3, but last night I wrote this article page, and there you can read a little bit more and you can see all 4 artworks. And as I just said, well, this one, we have it in the current auction. And now, I hope you like Yuji's art as I do. And you might now ask, hey, where can I buy art prints by Yuji Hiratsuka? So, quite simple. You have two possibilities. First of all, my company, artelino.com, weekly online auctions. And recently we received a consignment by Yuji, direct. And in the current and incoming auction, we show 1, 2, or 3 prints by Yuji. Okay, well, that's one possibility. But you can also buy Yuji, of course, on the internet from art galleries. Art galleries on the internet. Prices are roughly the same. What's the difference? There is a difference. When you go to an art gallery, my friends, you usually have very good individual service. Well, when somebody has an art gallery, brick and stone, so real or just an online art gallery, a typical ukiyo-e dealer usually has some time or a lot of time, whereas Artelino, we run one auction with 150, 60, 70 prints each week. And we work more like an automated auction machine. Automated auction machine. Okay, so we don't mind going to gallery, individual service, Artelino, automated auction machine. Well, this is it, my friends. I hope you like it. Would be pleased to see you in our auctions, and I'm always pleased to see you in our videos. And until the next video, please take care of yourself, and goodbye. Thanks for watching.